you front, they got a bad girl and she want it. Alleyway, but we stunning, got a couple racks and that's money. Yeah, we getting that money.
Welcome back to Real Talk in the Hood. My next guest to attend the show is Rasheen, aka Chinky Eyes. What's good, bro? Everything alright?
You know, just chilling.
Good to see you. Looking good. I see you.
Appreciate that. You too.
Appreciate it. I see you repping in New York heavy.
You already
I'm
know.
loving it.
That's how we do out here.
Okay, sit down. Tell me about yourself.
Man, you know me. I'm just taking it easy, man. Just trying to, come up each and every day.
Trying to eat.
Trying to eat.
Gotta feed the family. I dig it.
Got to.
Tell me about the move from Florida to New York.
Well, it was something that happened. You know what I'm saying? It happened, and it wasn't my choice. It was my mom's choice. She wanted to further her education, and she did that. She came to New York. She became a psychiatrist. She did what she wanted to do. But now, me and my brothers and sisters, we all grown, and we doing what we want to do right now. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it. How was life for you coming up in Mount Vernon?
Man, it was real rough. You know what I'm saying? When I came to Mount Vernon, coming from Florida to a new city, and not just any city, one of the roughest cities in New York. You know what I'm saying? It was real rough. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't alone. I came here. I actually have 7 brothers and sisters, but 5 of us came to New York. 2 sisters and 2 brothers of mine. 5 altogether.
Tell me about your street team when you was here in Mount Vernon, who you used to hang out with.
Well, my street team was like the illest team out here. The dudes who I started running with actually controlled the Vernon at that time.
What was your turf? Like, when you say the Vernon, what do you mean? Like, that could be like the
we
north
actually
side,
started
south
from
side.
the heights. You know what I'm saying? We started from the heights, which was slow at that time. So the heights is a nice place to live. Pete Rock comes from there, Heavy D. A lot of famous guys come from there. You know what I'm saying? But it was a nice place to live. But we wanted to venture out from there. You know what I'm saying? We did what we did there, but we wanted to take it up the block, more or less up to the south side, 3rd Street and all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's where the money was.
That's where the money was. That's where it was popping. That's
Okay.
where you had certain dudes out there that was really getting it. I don't want to say no names, but they was out there. You know what I'm saying? If you was out there in the 80s, you know who's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. It's a few dudes out there, you know what I'm saying, that later on, we met paths up the block, more or less. You know what I'm saying? And up the block meaning 3rd Street, 4th Ave, them were the more lava blocks than, the Heights. The Heights was the Heights. The Heights was a nice place, you know what I'm saying? Heights was all houses, yards, and, nice place to raise a family, more or less.
I hear you. How old was you when you was introduced to the game, coming outside, playing the block,
Well, in my little crew, I'm gonna say was the youngest. I was one of the youngest. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of the people that like to hang with the older guys. You know what I'm saying? To say like Unique and Rason and Hakeem and my brother Ice and my older brother Ace. We all. I like to hang with these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Because I learned a lot from them, you know what I'm saying? But at that time, I see now that I didn't really learn a lot of good things, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot of bad shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
I dig it. I definitely
yeah.
dig it. You was a 5%er, something like that?
Well, back in the 80s, a lot of brothers was 5%ers, Elijah Muhammad, he taught us to live accordingly, and to live peaceful. And that's what you wanted to do, and that's what everybody should want to do, live righteous, and that's what I'm about still today. I may not, live under the banner of Islam, but I still, in my heart, believe in a lot of the things that they teach, more or less.
Okay. All right, well, describe that to me a little bit, how it was back in the days in Mount Vernon, considering yourself God body 5%. How did that work out like?
Well, when back in them days, you had to be real sharp. You had to be really, into your lessons. You had to You know, if you was claiming to be a 5%, you really had to really know your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And because the brothers that was around in them days was really sharp. You know, like I can name a few brothers that at the time, like, you know, your father, Unique, which was my enlightener. You know, there was a few gods. The god Malik, the god Latif, that God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of sharp gods that was out at that time that you just couldn't walk around saying you was a 5%er and wasn't sharp. You know what I'm saying? So you had to, if they told you to knowledge something, you had to knowledge that. You know what I'm saying? And me, I knowledge 120. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way we had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know, plain and simple.
What's different now between like the drug game now and how it was back in the days? Like,
I mean, now, man, the drug game is a joke. You know what I'm saying? You know, back then, anybody can get rich. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the average Joe can come out, you know, in the 80s, the early 90s, and, you know, make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I know, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, nowadays, you know, you could get a few dollars, but it's too much things going on. Too many cameras, too many people, too many snitches. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Hey, I see you looking good though. You feel me? Looking like you still eating. You know what I'm saying? You icy and all that.
The game didn't change. You know what I'm saying? Just the players. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm still in the game. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do. You
What's
know what
that
I'm saying?
PWB about?
PWB, you know what I'm saying? You know, it started in '88. You know what I'm saying? We first was pushing wigs back. You know what I'm saying? Because we was young and we was out in the streets. You know, Smith Projects, LES. You know what I'm saying? Lower East Side, you know how we do, you know, Polo Grounds, all of that. We was out there, you know what I'm saying? And that's just to name a few places we was at, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, cause Kev Polo from Polo Grounds, you know, he PWB. It started with like 10 brothers, man. And we was basically into the streets, you know what I'm saying? Selling drugs, robbing, stealing, all of that stuff. You know, anything you could think that happens in the streets, we did it. But as we got older, we changed. We kept the PWB, but instead of calling it pushing wigs back, we changed it to people with business. You know what I'm saying? And now what we do is we trying to create businesses within our community. You know what I'm saying?
I dig that. Y'all came a long way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. What about OT moves? Did you guys go OT a lot? How was that?
Man, you know what I'm saying? You know, 3rd Street brought a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But nothing like when we started going to Washington and Virginia and North Carolina. You know, that brought house money. You know what I'm saying? And Saab money and Mercedes-Benz money. You know what I'm saying? I had these things way back in the days. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing now. You know what I mean? You know, now I drive a BM. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I been did this stuff in the 80s.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, other than the streets and all that, I know you did some time.
Mm-hmm.
How was life in jail at a young age, such a young age?
Well, you know, I ended up going to prison. I was kind of young. You know, I was 21 when I first went to jail. You know what I'm saying? That was my first time really going to jail. I mean, I've been to jail, but I had money always bail out. So I never really went to jail. And when they did catch me, you know what I'm saying, I went to Rikers Island. And, you know, I'm not from the 5 boroughs. I'm from Mount Vernon, more or less. And, you know, it's kind of rough when you in a city where you ain't from, but you know, I know people all over, even though I'm not from there, I do know people in the city. But the thing was that, you know, you don't want to be caught on Rikers Island, you know what I'm saying? And I did 2 years on Rikers Island, straight, you know, no breaks, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, I went straight up north and did 5 more. So, you know, it's just part of the game, you know what I mean?
How old are you now?
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Okay, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you looking good. You looking hella, however old you are, you looking hella good.
Appreciate that.
Do you regret anything from the past?
Well, you know, there's a lot of things I definitely would change if I could. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I mean, my life has been ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? So everything for me hasn't been perfect. But of course I would change a few things.
Okay, I dig that. How's the family?
Well, everybody's pretty good now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing their thing, you know, trying to grow, and, you know, we just trying to make it, pretty much.
Okay. Well, before we go, would you like to send any shout outs to anybody?
Yeah, well, I definitely want to say rest in peace to a few people. My brother, Ace, my other brother Rason and Unique. You know what I'm saying? My main man that just passed away recently a few years ago, 2-5. That was my dog. There's a few people that I want to shout out. But for the living, my man Rome right here. Come over here, Rome. You know what I'm saying? This is my dog. When you see me in the streets, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see me with this cat right here. My nigga Rome. You know what I mean?
Alright.
So, and I want to shout out some more people. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out my Doug brothers. You know what I'm saying? Bad News, Lou, Mel, John, Fatty. You know what I mean? Cav. It's a few. It's a few. J Rock. It's a lot of us. You know what I mean? But more or less, I want to shout out the whole dub. Already know what it is, and I want to shout you out, Pat.
Oh, I appreciate that.
You know
I
what I
definitely
mean?
appreciate that.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Just let
I want to
everybody
shout
know.
out Real Talk in the Hood. You know what I
Appreciate
mean?
it.
That's what we do here.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, if any of the viewers want to contact you, how can they reach out to you?
Well, I'm at, you can hit me at my Yahoo, Chinky Eyes, 200 at yahoo.com. You know what I mean? I'm there. You want to hit me up, hit me anytime.
You got beats too.
I got beats, you know what I'm saying? I do got beats, and they hard. I got some Southern beats, I got some New York beats. I got some flavor, more or less, and I also got a partner, man. His name is Eternal Pure Heat. Look that up, pureheat.com. Hot shit. Real talk. In the hood. You know what I'm
You
saying?
guys once have it again. Real Talk in the Hood with Chinky Eyes.
I'm the first that ever done it, and I keep it 100. You ain't talking about no money. You chasing, baby, you frontin'. Got a bad girl and she want it. Alleyway, but we stunning. Got a couple racks and that's money. Yeah, we getting that money. You can't do the shit like me. Do the shit like me, and you can't do the shit like me. Do the shit like me, and you can't do the shit like me. Do the shit like me. Got a bad girl and she want it. Alleyway, but we stunning. Go chain, fitted clothes. Alleyway when I'm getting this dough. Bad girls, for show. Drop it down when she get it real low. Them haters, them critics. Real talk better mind their business. My money and my fame. Motherfuckers better know my name is Ace the Wall.